Please stand by your desk for morning prayers and the Pledge of Allegiance. A reading from the Gospel of Luke. The scribes of the Pharisees said to Jesus, "The disciples of John the Baptist fast often and offer prayers, and the disciples of the Pharisees do the same. But yours eat and drink." Jesus answered them, "Can you make the wedding guests fast while the bridegroom is with them? But the days will come, and when the bridegroom is taken away from them, then they will fast in those days." The word of the Lord.
Thanks be to God.
Lord, you are the true path of love. As we begin the school year, may we continue to pray, guide each other, and fulfill your holy mission. Mary, help of Christians.
Pray for us.
St. John Bosco.
Pray for us. And the Father, the Son,
And the Holy Spirit. Amen. Please face the flag for the Pledge of Allegiance.
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please be seated.
Good morning. Please sit up and please pay attention in silence to the good morning and to the following announcements. Today is Friday, September the 6th. It is day 1 in your schedule. During announcements after the Good Morning talk this morning, you will hear announcements about several clubs and activities that will be beginning next week. As we said yesterday at orientation, part of success is joining one or more clubs as part of building up the school community, as well as helping your own resume in preparation for college. So if you hear something that interests you, that piques your curiosity, please remember to sign up or show up at one or more of these club meetings next week. Yesterday in the church calendar was the feast of Mother Teresa of Calcutta, a saint who was known to many people and especially is the pride of Albanian people, because Saint Mother Teresa was a woman born, an Albanian born in Kosovo in 1910. But she is best known for having spent her life working with the poorest of the poor, starting in India, dealing with people or bringing people who are lying on sidewalks and in the gutters to help prepare them for death and to live and to die with dignity. Many people came to follow her, to assist her, to work with her, and she began a community of nuns called the Missionaries of Charity, who are now scattered or working all around the world. But that is not perhaps the most important aspect of Saint Mother Teresa's life. In writings that she wrote that were only published after her death in 1997, she wrote that for more than 50 years in her prayer life and even in her ministry with the poorest of the poor in India and other places, she wrote that she felt no consolation, no satisfaction, no good feeling, either in her prayer or in her ministry. Why did this happen? It is a secret known only to God. But the important point is that she continued to pray, continued to serve the poorest of the poor, continued to love God and her neighbor, even when she did not feel any reciprocal feeling of consolation or goodness. This is a reminder to us who so many times want to get a pat on the back or a thank you or to say, I feel good when I help someone else. It's important to realize that we will not always get a pat on the back. We will not always get a good feeling from doing something good for someone else. That doesn't mean that we should stop, because love is not only a feeling, but more important, it's the desire to want the best for the people around us. Mother Teresa, in her work with the poor, continued to want and do the best for those who are sick, for those who are without, for those who are dying, whether she felt any consolation in that or not. So we're called to do good and to love God and love each other, even when we don't always feel that we are getting satisfaction from it. So let us begin our day and do our best to love God and those around us. Have a good day.
Good morning. Please pay attention to the following announcements. It's a new year, and it's a new AM Salesian. There will be a student council meeting next Wednesday after school. Also, the bodega will be available before and after school for the rest of the year. From Mr. Bruno, the library will be closed today, but have no fear, it will be open and available for use again on Monday. From Chelzo, bowling tryouts will be held on Wednesday, September 11th. Esports will have its first meeting on next Friday, September 13th. From Mr. Ferrara, Guitar Club will meet on Monday in room 102 after school. From Mr. Dwyer, Salesians Improv Troupe, the CIA, where the I stands for improv, the A stands for association, and no one is really sure what the C stands for, will meet next Friday, September 13th after school in Flaherty Hall from 3 p.m. to 4:45 p.m. All are encouraged to participate to watch. Here at AM Salesian, we'd like to show off the talents and creativity of our students. If you are interested in composing your own music to have played on AM Salesian, please send your track as an MP4 file to amsalesianstudio@gmail.com. That's amsalesianstudio@gmail.com. We accept all genres of music and ask that all submissions be school appropriate, especially if they contain lyrics. If you have any specific questions, please see Mr. Dwyer after school in room 201. Also, new to this year, AM Salesian, Sports Broadcasting, and the newspaper will be teaming up to provide up-to-date info on events and activities going on in and around the school. Each group is looking for new members. AM Salesian in particular is seeking students interested in photography, editing, and/or filming for weekly report segments or Salesian Sports game highlights. If you are interested in appearing on AM Salesian for a weekly segment, creating film highlights for one of the sports teams, or filming a weekly news report that will appear on AM Salesian, there will be a meeting after school on Monday from 3 to 3:45. All are encouraged to attend. If you have any question, again, see Mr. Dwyer after school in room 201. Thank you. Have a wonderful day, and it's a great day to be a Salesian Eagle.